everybody to the J-E-Y Aguila Show. La 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 la.
Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode of the Jay Aguila Show. This is your boy Jay Aguila, and today I got someone all the way from the Bronx, New York. Bronx is in the house. It's my good friend right here, my boy Dani. Dani, thank you so much for being part of the show.
Thank you. It's an honor.
And today we're gonna talk about Dani real quick because he is one of the first youth in this camp. 3 days here, and so far nobody like anime but Dani. So Dani, you mentioned that you are into one of my top 5 favorite anime, Naruto.
It's top 5 for the world, I think.
Top 5 in the world. Woo!
Not Naruto, hands down, one of the best animes. Personal opinion on it. Ninjas, who doesn't like ninjas? And I don't think it's that crazy on the power scale level, like Dragon Ball Z, like spirit bombs and stuff, planetary stuff, and like becoming gods and stuff. Even though in Naruto there are some legendary
crazy stuff,
ninjas, but I think it's pretty, basic. It's cool.
All right, and what got you to watch Naruto? Because like a lot of fans will be like, the first time episode with the character development, it was kind of a drag. But like, did you really had hope that this show could be top 5, like to compete with like show like One Piece, Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, Inuyasha? Do you ever believe that show ever could have been like top 5?
That is a great question, actually. I just never thought about that when I was watching it. Somehow, you just hope like it was gonna get better.
Yes.
And it did. It did. The character development happened, and you got into the show, and you was like, I mean, they had a lot of funny. It was a humorous show,
It did,
So the only thing that sucks is all those flashbacks or like blooper episodes, whatever. But besides that, that show is top 5.
All right. So when it comes to Naruto, right, my favorite character is Sasuke. And because Sasuke is like a supportive character in the show, I felt like they didn't give him enough screen time. Even though like in Shippuden, they really hype it up, explain more of his background, I felt like in the original Naruto series, they did not focus much on him. Who is your favorite character, and did they give enough screen time for that person?
Right. So I mean, to answer your question first, not really like it's a question, but like just feed off of it. I guess the show is about Naruto, so obviously, it's gonna focus on his life. And but Sasuke was dope. Like he's a dope character and everything. And my favorite character, I guess, we'll say probably like Rock Lee. I just like his struggle. Like first of all, Rock Lee became the man to me when he dropped the weights in that tuning exam, and he broke the floor. Like he broke the arena when he dropped the weights. Nobody broke the arena. He broke the arena dropping weights. And then like he was the first one in history to put a punch on my dude Gaara. Come on. He broke his shell and he made him bleed. And so he was a beast. But I think I wish they made him better. Thank God he still survived through the whole Shippuden and all that. Like he survived even to the Boruto episodes. Like he's a father, whatever. But I wish they gave him more, I guess, more and whatever.
I am so happy that you mentioned Brock Lee, because like Brock Lee is like my second. After Sasuke, is Rock Lee.
I mean, he's a taijutsu master. Like he's just straight fighting. I'm gonna whip your ass, and that's all I'm gonna do. Like that's what he is. My fault. I'm gonna whip your butt.
That's right.
All right, cool. PG-13.
So let's talk a little bit more about that. Okay, so Rock Lee, no ninjutsu, no gensu, but yet he is able to go toe-in-toe with Gaara. Now, you mentioned that fight, and that fight to me is number 1 out of the whole Naruto series.
It's a beast fight. It is so legendary. It's like you telling me you did not go buck wild crazy in your crib watching that episode.
I did.
Like my parents was complaining because I was screaming so much. Like it was a hype episode.
And now, I'm Dominican, and what's your nationality?
Nationality, I'm born and raised in the Bronx, New York, so I'm American, but my family's Puerto Rican. Boricua.
Boricua right here. And being from the Bronx and being involved in this Western culture, right? How did you have like a different background? Like, you know how Rock Lee being different, treated differently. He found his mentor in Guy Sensei, and be able to become the monster it is. Like, can you relate with him in some way?
I feel like definitely a lot of people could relate to him, showing that you should never give up. You should keep on trying. That you're gonna make it somehow. Like you could fit in with the rest. Like never count yourself out. And I feel like Rock Lee never did. And also like I like the fact that we all need somebody to push us, and that was Guy Sensei. And Guy Sensei I guess was the first one to push him, and then he found a team, and the team pushed him too. And then he had Neji, that was like one of his best friends, who was also like his rival, you know? So he had somebody he was competing against. Also, but his number one competitor was himself always. So that he always wanted to be better than he was yesterday. And he trained harder and every day. And he was a beast. I mean, I think all of us can relate to that story.
Okay, so I love this conversation of Rock Lee, but can we also mention any other characters that impacted you in any type of special way? I understand that Rock Lee is your top guy, right? Yeah. Who are your other 4? Let's do your top 5 Naruto characters.
From Naruto, so yeah, Rock Lee. Naruto himself, also never giving up, always wanting to like, yeah, this is show. Like, but also like that's who he is. It's not his fault. That's his show, but it is who he is. I mean, that's what they showed him, right? Also Hinata. I like Hinata too. Like, she had this whole clan rivalry. She was supposed to be better, like the better clan, like the higher royalty clan. And then Neji was like the lower clan. He was way better than her. Yes. And then she was like, yo, I'm not going to quit. I'm still going to do it. And she became better herself, even though I think Neji could still, like, he was still a beast. Neji was a beast. But
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to Neji. He was a cool dude. But yeah, Hinata was cool. Who else?
We got 2 more.
2 more, right?
Rock Lee,
Naruto, Hinata. Yo, Kakashi's a beast. Kakashi is the man. Kakashi.
I was waiting for you to mention his name.
Kakashi should be like number 1 always. Nah. But he's a beast though. No lie. When he was younger, he was a cocky dude. He was. I mean, he was legendary from the beginning. He was nice. He's a skilled. I don't even know if it's clan related. He was just skilled. I mean, his father was nice. He was nice. You know.
White Fang.
White Fang was his father's, right? So, but whatever. He was nice. And then he got the Sharingan, 1 eye from his friend Obito, and he became even better. This guy was, what, 1,000 copy ninja? He knew like 1,000 jutsus. Oh, that's actually
that's also him too.
Yeah,
he's a copy ninja.
Yo, so he's a beast. Kakashi's a beast. So 1 more, I would have to say. Damn it, man! I'm forgetting the characters right now.
That's fine. Do you want to throw a character from Boruto just in case?
Character from Boruto?
For the last slot.
No, Naruto. Hold on.
He's loyal.
Oh. What's his name? Shinzu? The guy with the bugs. What's his name?
Shinzu.
Nah, that's not his name. Shinzu? Whatever. The kid with the bugs? Like, first of all, that whole clan is a beast. Like, they have bugs who could kill you, crawl inside your butthole, and just destroy your life. I'm sorry I said that, but that is what it is.
I never thought of it that way in my life.
Well, there was an episode that mentioned it. It probably wasn't, but that is what they could do.
I mean, that is a dangerous clan. I just never thought that could be like an attack point in a battle.
Actually, no lie, the butt was used a lot in Naruto. Like the 1,000-year pain thingy. Like, come on, they were focusing on that point because it's a
hentai.
You know, it's a strong. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying no more.
All right, so Gaara and Rock Lee, and thank you for sharing your top 5, is my number 1 battle, right? Now, is there any battle scene that you could think of that you would say would be above it, or do you think that's the all-time? I'm doing an interview.
Interview time.
God bless you.
So, yeah, Gaara and Rock Lee, one of the most legendary battles. Also, I like the fight, that final fight on the mountain between the statues of Naruto and Sasuke.
The final battle?
Yeah.
And when they lost their arm?
No. I mean, when they were young.
Ooh,
that was a beast battle too. That's when he first like fully controlled his Naruto. I mean, his fox stage kind of thing. What was it, like Three
It,
Tails?
it presented itself, but he did not have full control of it.
But they hit each other with the Rasengan and the Chidori in Fox stage and his Demon stage. I mean, Curse Mark stage. So, like, that was a beast battle. That was a beast battle, you know? So that's another battle I really like. And then further up in Shippuden, my man Guy Sensei fighting that water dude. Woo! When he went open up the 8 gates.
Madara?
Oh, he was fighting Madara with the 8 gates. Nah, but when he was fighting the water dude from the Amagasi, no.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
I'm sounding like a
Kimchi.
I'm sounding like a noob right now. I'm not saying none of these names
The one
right.
with the sword that swallowed
Yes, yes.
Kiss me.
That was Kisimi? Well, I don't know. Whatever, we don't know. What's important is the battle. That battle was beast. I mean, Guy Sensei is crazy. Like, he opened the 8 gates. Like, nobody's done that yet. I don't know. Has anybody else done that and survived?
Nope.
You know, I'm hoping Rock Lee could do that. I feel like they should give him more scenes right now in Boruto, but they probably won't because he hurt himself too. Well, they gotta develop my man Metal Lee. Supposedly, I don't know, that's his son. Supposedly that's Rock Lee's son. I feel like they should give him more development. Who's his mom? Nobody knows. I say I say the girl with the weapons, Tenten. I say that's his mom. Maybe, who knows? I feel like they gotta give him more character development and hopefully he breaks out his nervousness because that's a real corny, anxiety, whatever. That's mad corny, break out of that, man. But yeah.
So, I'm glad you segued to Boruto because me as a fan, as all you know, I have a broadcast called the Shinobi Unfolding. We release on Fridays. And on one of our episodes, I was not a big fan of what they've been doing with these different arcs. You know, the Chocho, the Metal Lee being of a filler episode, right? Do you think Boruto will be able to reach that expectation like we have with Naruto?
Like getting to real serious episodes. I mean, you've already kind of seen that when they jump into those episodes that made a movie.
In the movie, all right. So in the movie, I definitely agree with you. Like we saw the movie.
No, but the last episodes of Boruto so far was like related to the movie. Like they were like all there. I mean, those are more serious episodes. I haven't seen no serious episode like you're mentioning from Naruto. I haven't seen it yet, but I do believe we're leading up to it. I feel like, well, no lie, Naruto series, like it was beginning. I mean, even in the beginning when they fought Zabuza, I think it was with the big sword. Those are some hella episodes.
Epic. It's epic.
Yeah, Zabuza was a beast. First of all, he should be one of the top 5. R.I.P. to him too. He killed mad people with a sword in his mouth, a big sword in his mouth, a big blade, just like with his teeth holding that.
So I definitely agree with you. Could cuss. And his sword also repair itself every time when it gathered blood too. So he was a dangerous ninja. He was a definitely shinobi. Now, what I'm trying to point at is I'm not sure if you're like me, but I read the manga as well. So in the manga, it's taking a whole different route. Okay, in the anime, we're watching like the background story, the aftermath, right? But if you read the manga, after that big battle scene in Boruto get the mark from Kara, they build up from that. So just to give you a little bit of insight, let me hype it up for him. In the manga, we see that they go on a mission with the doctor that he was in a genjutsu that reveal all of his technology to Kara, the organization that had also shared that same mark. And basically, they're going toe-to-toe with someone from the past. I'm not sure if you remember
Time travel?
No, someone from the past. So remember in the Great War, Sho father was communicating or was helped by a guy named Io from the Water Tribe. And he was known as the Bakua killer because he had that one eye, and it was like the treasure.
Yes.
Well, he shows up there as an android because the doctor was able to like rebuild him, but not like with the brain cell and everything, rebuild him. And now he's an assassin from Kara trying to get information from Boruto.
Oh. Well, hopefully they bring that into the anime show because I don't want to read it. I want to see that. I want to see action. That sounds great. That sounds like some good stuff. That's man juicy right there.
It is.
Now, hopefully we see that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're dragging it more in the show. And I mean, books are always better. Hands down, books are always better.
Knowledge is
Right? So definitely read it. If you could read it, read it. I just never read a manga before, but that's sad. I'm sorry for all those who do it. All respect and love to y'all. But yeah, hopefully, definitely they bring that into the show.
Yeah, well, me too. I just seen they're just taking forever. Now, Naruto and Boruto, right? You mentioned a show that I personally have not heard of. Do you want to give a little background on that?
Right. So I don't want to like murder it, cause like with information that might be wrong, but
Spoiler. Spoil it up.
Baki the Grappler. I'm not sure when it came out, how many years ago. I remember seeing it a couple of years ago. I seen the whole thing, and supposedly they're coming out with more seasons now. Baki the Grappler. So Baki is the son of a extreme killer martial artist. He's called the King. They know him by the King. Why? Because the King is the best that there is. Like nobody defeats him. I mean,
that's a big title, man.
he's so badass that they send armies against him. Armies, like legit
And they won?
guns and tanks, and like no, he wins. He's a beast. Like he just okay. Maybe that show is a little extreme too, but
No, that's
it's
fine.
extreme in a kind of like in a like a modern way. Like oh, maybe this could be real, but you know all shows are fake. But it's extreme, like martial arts. I'm not sure how much of the martial arts is real, but it's some dope stuff. You be mad hype watching it. It feels like slightly educational the way they break everything down and teach you. They have mad cool stuff, anything like grappling, Chinese arts, Japanese stuff, boxing, kickboxing, and some guy who was a doctor who studied fighting, and he uses medical science and like martial arts to like beat people up. And that guy was creepy as hell. Some crazy stuff. Baki the Grappler, watch it. Hands down, one of the best episodes, one of the best shows out there.
All right. So now let's talk about another great show, and it's called Attack on Titans. Now, we all see Attack on Titans. The anime is spicy. The manga is super spicy. And how impressed are you with the show so far?
I've seen a few episodes. I haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen a few episodes. What happened was, let me just tell you real quick. Actually, when I was watching it, I don't know how far was I into it. Maybe it was the first episode. But all I know, it was creepy as hell of how real it got. Like some giant monsters just ripping off skin from people. Like,
Well, that's the whole point of it.
I was just shocked. I wasn't ready for it. I don't know, maybe I didn't know what to expect. And it got to me, man. And maybe I could watch it now with more like readiness of what to expect. But definitely the graphic scenes are crazy, man. It's crazy.
I promise you that me and all of my fans that's watching this, we will definitely encourage you to watch Attack on Titans because it's up there. It's one of the top 5 all time.
I hear that a lot, so I'm going to give it another shot.
Give it a shot. Like right now, if you have Hulu Plus, Funimation, or Crunchyroll, those are the company we support. Don't go to Netflix, basura. But if you have one of those 3 right there, again, Hulu Plus, Crunchyroll, or Funimation, watch Attack on Titans. So far, we're in the 3rd season, and we're learning the truth about what is a Titan.
Didn't they make like an American action film of it or something like that?
That was basura as well. You should know well that any type of anime or animation movie,
America is whack.
like for an example, they're coming out with an action pack of Kim Possible. Are you gonna watch that?
No, but I ain't gonna lie, Kim Possible, the show, cartoon was legit.
Okay, so let's talk about animation. So when we're talking about the American cartoons, right? We know they cannot compete with like anime, the Japanese stuff. But when we're talking about the American cartoon, what other show have you been watching, or do you remember?
Justice League Unlimited, Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, those are good. Batman, X-Men, and the other X-Men too. The original X-Men that came out, and then and X-Men Evolution. Freaking love that, but they cut it off for some reason. Those are pretty good. I'm drawing blanks. Ninja Turtles. You remember Ninja Turtles? They was pretty hot. Like,
Wait, which Ninja Turtle?
I don't know which one, but it was one that they got real deep in the show, and they showed Splinter like a machine alien joint. I don't know. It was real good.
I'm glad that you brought that up because Shout out to my boy Justin, all the way in New Jersey. He mentioned that Justin. He mentioned that the Ninja Turtle of 2012, the actual like anime with the RG PRG graphics, is more to the storyline than the older ones or the one that you just referenced that was released back in 2003. So, do you think that there is another saga of Ninja Turtle that could be better than the one that you watched when you was young?
Possibly it could be. I don't know. All I remember was this one. I'm not even sure which one is real. I think sometimes it's important to keep stories to the legitimate source and the legitimate origins and stuff. But if it's dope enough that you could change it and still make it hot, then people could be like, yo, the original's like this and it was cool, yeah, but this is cool too. So depends. True fans will always stick true to the true stuff. But it is what it is. I personally like the one I saw. You know the one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So I liked it. It was cool.
All right. So now that we're in the American region, real quick, you growing up in the Bronx, right? Watching anime, watching these cartoons, being different. But yeah, you and I, we also have something in common is that we're also church boys, right? How did you got into, the way of God and share a little of your testimony if you can.
All right, so my testimony, let's see. I grew up in church, thank God. But, it's great when you grow up in church because you already have a knowledge of stuff. But having knowledge without personal experience is still worthless. So we all have to make that step of conviction, your self-conviction and stuff like that, and take that front step to say, I accept this. This is what I want. And not just following the crowd or following your parents and following family and stuff like that. So when I was 12, I remember going to a camp and I saw, the camp experience. The service was great. Everybody's being ministered and being blessed, and I wanted what they were having and receiving. And so I prayed to myself, closed my eyes, raised my hand, and prayed to myself. And I did it in a low voice, right? And everything I was asking God for, right? A minute later, a man came, and he hugged me, and he was ministering to me, he was praying to me, and everything that came out his mouth was everything I talked to God with personally. So that was it could only be God, and that was God confirming that he loved me, that he embraces me, that he accepts me, that he wants me, and that's when I gave my life to him, and I started serving him on a personal level.
Wow, that's a beautiful testimony right there. So you're telling me that it's not necessary that someone has to lay hands on you. You know what I'm saying? Just receiving the word, being witness of God's greatness is sufficient enough to know that there is a God.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the word itself says it like the rocks and the trees, they declare the righteousness and the beauty of the creator of heaven. You don't need to be ministered on a supernatural level. Like you could just look outside and see and say, and you have to declare like there is a God. Like how can this be without a creator? And so it's beautiful, and we all have to take that opportunity to accept this and to know the truth, and that there's a God out there and he loves you, and he's waiting for you. He has his arms open. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past, who you think you are. He'll let you know who he's made you to be and why were you created and why you're here. And you have a purpose and you're loved. And he wants you just as you are to come to him. And he'll develop his life within your life and change you. You'll be new and new for the better. And that's what Christ does.
Amen to that. I'm sorry that I missed most of the testimony. Dinner is over and service is about to start. But, it's important that you guys listen to this. You know what I'm saying? I could share my testimony, but it's also impacting to listen to others. Because the whole point is to be able to embrace, be diverse, learn, be able to understand that our testimony is what truly represent who Christ is to us and why we are called Christians, why we are called follower of Christ. So in this way, we want to say thank you, man. thank you so much for being part of this. And actually, let's not end the show without, our traditional top 5. And you being from the Bronx.
Okay.
Let's talk about pizza, man. Name your top 5 go-to pizza, please. Let's hear it.
Well, Domino's. I think Domino's is up there.
Out of all places,
Wait, you mean like real places or like?
you're in the Bronx and you said Domino's?
I mean, okay, I don't know. I don't go to like legit.
Okay, but
I don't go to
what is
legit places. I don't go to legit places because I'm broke like that. All right? I ain't that fancy. So I go to the ghetto spots. So I go to Pizza Hut and Domino's. And there's a shop by my house called Daisy's.
Thank you.
And yo, they got some good pizza. It's on Fox, all right? There's some great pizza there. Top 5, I don't need no top 5 because there's only three that I go to, all right?
Yo, with that being said, you can also follow me on social media, _J_Aguila_show. Danny, do you have Instagram or Twitter that they can follow you?
I have an Instagram. If you want to follow me, it's called danielsmundo. So at danielsmundo, DANIEL, Daniel with an S, and then Mundo. All right, easy, just like that.
Word, and share your top 5 pizza place with him so he could upgrade the list. Give him that top 5. As always, guys, one love, stay strong, peace.